Hey guys, so I'm taking the Amtrak for the first time ever. I've never been on a train. I got a horrible fear of flying over the last few years, and I just don't want to do it anymore. So I'm trying alternative options for travel. I'm nervous, but I'm nervous for really stupid things. So here are some of my anxieties that I've been trying to talk myself out of. My first one, I'm just not going to fit through the door. This one is rampant for me. I'm not sure why, but for some reason, I'm not going to fit through the door. My bags aren't going to fit. I'm not going to fit. They're going to tell me I just can't. I just can't ride the train because I don't fit through the door. Second concern, what if my car attendant hates me so much that they want me to miss my stop? Why would they hate me that much? And then my third concern is that I'm going to sleep through my stop. And I don't know how well you guys know me. I am somebody who wakes up at 5 a.m. on the dot, almost always. I am worried that me, who wakes up at 5 a.m., is going to sleep through till 11 a.m., miss my stop in Florida, and end up on my way back without ever fully being conscious. And I'm just going to wind up back at home when I wake up. So, yeah, I'm going to go through some of these anxieties while I'm on the train because I know I can't be alone in this. I can't be the only one that makes up the most ridiculous things to give yourself anxiety. So I'm going to document my entire trip. This is going to be a vlog all on its own. So let's go ride the Amtrak. I found a hat. I'm going to be on this train for 24 hours. So I went with the bedroom. It was expensive. And I am allowed to bring 2 carry-on and a personal item. So I have a duffel bag, a small suitcase, and a backpack. I've heard that they don't check your baggage. They don't measure it, they don't weigh it. All my bags are under 50 pounds. Hello, I have made it onto the Amtrak. It's a little weird so far, so it feels kind of like what I assume a cruise ship would be like, walking through some of the corridors. It's really tight to get in here. I had to walk with my bag like in front of me. I did fit through the door though. But I was not crazy to be a little nervous because the steps are really steep and it is like the size of a normal door frame. So I did have to put my bag like on my hips and like get it up that way. And then luckily a worker, what are they called? Train attendants? There were workers that got out and helped people onto the train, and somebody came and brought my bag all the way to the sleeper car, which was pretty far from where I initially got onto the train. I think we had to walk through like 4 or 5 different cars. So I will show you guys a little room tour here in a second. We're moving. Oh my god, we're moving. Car attendant is Rita, and she's super sweet. She said she used to be a tour guide at Disney, which is where I'm going. So, it's a small world after all. It's actually pretty roomy for being on a train. It's not the cleanest, but then again, I'm on a train. I'm not really expecting a 5-star hotel stay on the Amtrak. So it's a little dirty, but not in the sense that like it makes me feel gross. The carpet's a little outdated and a little stained. Some of the corners have some crumbs in them. It's fine. I'm already so excited to look out the window. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off, give you guys a room tour, and then we'll see what else we get up to on the train.
At this time, our cafe car is temporarily closed. Again, the cafe car is temporarily closed. The cafe car will reopen up in approximately 45 minutes at 10:30 as the tenant takes their break. Once again, the cafe car will reopen up in approximately 45 minutes at 10:30 as the attendant takes their break. Thank you.
This pulls into a bed, and then this pulls down into a bed. Not much room right here, but I mean, you can stand right here. Full length mirror, hooks to hang your jackets. We're moving. And here's the piece de la resistance. I did not say that right. I have my own shower and toilet. Oh, I wanted to talk about the food a little bit. It was pretty good. You can tell it's like travel food, but what, again, you're on a train. What are you expecting? The salad was huge. I did not finish it all. They brought me a full can of Coke, and it's all included in my ticket. And they brought it in like a little bag, and they brought me a cup and silverware, and yeah, you just throw that all away when you're done. Hi, it's about 1:30. I'm going to go through some of the anxieties that I had and why it was stupid to have them. Number 1, thinking that the attendants would not want to help me. I really don't know where I get that. Another thing I saw on Reddit a lot was debating on if you should tip your train attendants. I'm going to say if you're in coach, that's kind of up to you. If you're in a roomette or a bedroom, you should tip your people because the first person helped me carry my bag through, I want to say 5 or 6 train cars, and the car attendant, Rita, who I believe is switching out right now. So I'm about to have a new attendant, and I'm going to tip them as well. Brought me my food in my room, and I think that means that she has to go and get it from the cafe car and has to remember what I wanted and all that. So I'm a tipper. I fully believe we should be tipping people if they're going out of their way to help us. I know that they have an hourly wage. I know they get paid. They're carrying my bags. She's bringing me food. Bring a few bucks to tip. Another thing, and I've already talked about this twice, but this was my number one thing that was freaking me out because I had never been on a train. I am very grateful. I'm very grateful that the worker helped me carry my bag because it would have been a bit clunky trying to get through all those cars carrying everything I had. Nobody gave me any shit or anything. Like, I was totally allowed to have as much as I did. I did not overpack. It was kind of a lot, and it's tight. It was like walking through an airplane for most of it. So to walk through the trains, I had to carry my bag straight up and down, not like next to me because there was just a lot of stuff. And there's corners and like hallways, and you have to push the buttons to get through the doors. Another thing I was worried about is I'm really bad with numbers. I'm really bad at remembering numbers. I'm bad at figuring out which number is higher. Like, I'm not kidding. I think I actually have something called dyscalculia. Look it up if you care. I don't really care. Thing is, I can't count that great. So I always had a lot of anxiety that I wasn't going to be able to find my train car. And I don't know if I would have been able to if they didn't take it to me. Take it to me? Take me to it, if I'm being completely honest. And I asked. That's another thing. I told everybody this is my first time. I'm terrified. I will do whatever you need me to do. I will be so easy. You're not going to hear a peep out of me. Like, I said that to 3 people before I even got to my room. I was like, I'm here. I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. I'll do what you say. So yeah, tip your attendants. Another thing that I was worried about for everybody who gets motion sickness, I get it really bad. I get it really, 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 really bad. And I have not had it. I did take a Dramamine an hour before I got on, but I am not even remotely motion sickness right now. Me and words, man. I'm not even remotely motion sick right now. We are currently stopped. We're stopped in DC. But when the train is moving, the only time that I realize that I get a little, me and my family, we call it getting wiggy. It's kind of like being dizzy, or your eyes kind of feel like they're not sitting, like just a little weird, just a little sick, a little off, a little nauseous. The only time that was really happening is when we were really close to like the mountain, so that like if this was the window, things were going like right next to the window. Looking at that was a little like dizzying, I guess. I thought that the train might leave without me, another anxiety, but I did look that up, and usually they do not depart before they're supposed to depart. They can be early, but they really shouldn't be leaving early. It's been really cozy. I've been really trying not to fall asleep because I want to be able to sleep tonight. That'll be its own separate issue that I'll talk to you guys about. We'll see how sleeping goes. I think it's going to go a lot better than I first anticipated because I thought I would be a little sick and that closing my eyes would feel kind of like the spins when you drink too much. I'm not getting that. I've been watching movies, and to start, I just stared out the window and listened to my podcast. Shout out Morbid. They don't care about me. I love them though. I love Morbid. It's like the only podcast I listen to. Hi Elena. Hi Ash. Temperature wise, I've been a little chilly, so I always get cold on planes. So I did pack a blanket. They give you a blanket. They gave me 2 pillows. If you're a germaphobe, you might want to bring your own pillowcases because I don't know if like they have like the little flimsy white ones. So like this is what they gave me. And like obviously they changed those, but that's just like right there. So I would definitely recommend pillowcases and Clorox wipes. I did wipe down a lot of stuff in here and it was pretty dirty. But again, it's a train. I have got quite a ways to go still. Another thing that I'll talk to you guys about is how to get off the train. Because that's also giving me anxiety because what if I just don't get off at the right spot? But what I'm gonna do is around tomorrow morning, because I get off around 10, I'm gonna talk to an attendant and I'm gonna be like, hey, which door do I have to go to? Because I read that not obviously not every door opens when you pull up to a station, because not every door is at the station. So you have to be at the correct car to get off at the correct station. And so the reason I don't want to go to the cafe car is because how the cafe car works is that if you go alone as one person and there's 2 people, they will sit you with people because there's only, I want to say like 4 or 5 booths that I saw. There's not a lot of seating. So they sit you with people. It's kind of like that King of the Hill episode where he's trying to eat that sandwich and the baby's eating his chips. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I know all of you guys are like, that's part of travel. Oh my god. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. That's just me. I want to sit here in my little nest and watch TV for literally 24 hours and not do a thing. I know that some people romanticize the train and they like want to go and talk, and I think of that Modern Family episode, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk to a stranger. I don't want to have small talk. But if you do have some of that, they'll come around and they ask you for a reservation and what you want to eat, and then you go at your reserve time and you eat what you picked. Hopefully we're taking off soon. We've been in DC for a while, but I feel like that's a bigger station and a lot of people are probably boarding and unboarding. Yeah, so I'm gonna get cozy. I will take some more B-roll for you guys. I'm probably not leaving my room. Okay, I've already done a little bit of a room tour, but now I'm gonna show you all the little extras that I am still figuring out. So you have your own thermostat in here. Nightlight for the shower. Here you can control how much air is coming out, and then these things move around. There's plenty of lights to turn on, turn off. You can turn the announcements off if you want. I like to hear where we are though. Charging. So I have these 2, and then I have those 2. So I do have technically 4 charging outlets. There are hooks There's a ton of space up here for bags. I'm just not using it because I'm not tall enough. Ooh, there are extra pillows. So, yeah, this pulls down, but I don't think I'm going to pull it down. This is my bed right here. And they're going to set that up for me at 8 tonight. It is making me so sleepy. The attendant is going to come and switch my bed over, is what they said. So I guess they're gonna like pull it out and give me some sheets. I don't really know what that entails. They do allow you to do like smoke and stretch breaks. So if you are a smoker or a vapor, they do let you pop out at certain stops. I'm gonna take this opportunity while we're stopped to clean up my room a little bit and get ready for dinner. Yeah, I think I might get my jammies like out and set up and all my nighttime stuff set up real quick while we're at a stop because it's a little hard to do stuff. Also, I just thought somebody knocked on my door, but they didn't. So you can hear things for sure. You can hear when everybody flushes their toilet. You can hear when people walk by your room. All right, I'm gonna pick up my room and transition into nighttime. And I would definitely recommend downloading your shows and your movies and your podcasts. The Wi-Fi is there, but it's not amazing. And I have gone through some SOS areas where I was getting zero service, so even my phone wasn't working. We've had some pretty stops, and I can't say Richmond is one of them. Snow. Just got dinner. So this is how they pack it. Yeah, so I'm going to. Oh, sweet. We've got so much food here. I got a little slipped around a little bit, but that's okay. Steak, salad, a roll. This is chocolate cake. They give you so much food. I cannot finish this. I did not need to bring as many snacks as I brought, that's for sure. It is dark now, so that's fun. Hey, it's pretty loud on here right now. As it's getting quieter, the night is coming, the rattling is really coming through. I brought earplugs. I am all ready for bed. It's only 7 p.m., so I'm probably not going to sleep yet, but I'm going to finish up this movie I'm watching. I guess that's it for day one of the train. 10 out of 10, honestly. I had a really good time. I was just staring out the window. I did manage to convince myself that it's going to derail itself, though. I did look up how the wheels work and did, in fact, convince myself that we are going to derail, and that'll be that. So, good night. Good morning. It's 7 a.m. Let's look out the window while I talk to you. Sleeping wasn't horrible, but I definitely recommend earplugs. Lots of shakes and rattles. So, like, the mirror is mounted to the wall, but that would like shake and like hit the wall. I thought I would be a little sicker. I haven't taken Dramamine this morning and I'm fine. I went to bed, I think around 9 because I was so tired. I was fighting falling asleep all day on here. I woke up around 6 and have just been laying around until now. So now I'm gonna get ready for my day and everything because I'm gonna be in Orlando soon. My sisters and my mother are landing there soon as well, and we're meeting up and having a day. That will be a separate vlog though. First time Amtrak ride is its own thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed, get ready for the day. Okay, we got some breakfast. I'm gonna set up my little breakfast here and then I'll show you my food. So I got the scrambled eggs with potatoes and bacon. There was also an option for an omelet, a French toast plate, and I think something that had like a parfait or granola or oatmeal or something like that. So vegan, vegetarian options. Got a ginger ale, and I'm watching the window. So I'm gonna enjoy my food, and then we'll get ready to get off the train. I was going to talk to you about the food a little bit. So I would rate it, it's not bad by any means. It is not bad. It's edible. Like cafeteria food, maybe. But like sometimes that slaps. All of my food has been really good. But like I said, you can tell the quality is, you're on a train. So I mean, I don't really know what you're expecting. I'm not too hungry this morning just because I've got a lot of get off the train jitters and start my vacation week. I'm probably not going to finish this plate. 2 hours till my stop. So now I'm going to get packed up. But I don't believe they put your bed back up if you're getting off early. If I were here all day, they would probably put my bed back up. Since I'm getting off at 10 a.m., I'm assuming they're just going to clean my room fully. So I'm not going to shower today, but I might shower on my way home to test out how showering on the train is. So I'll be on here for 2 days solid, and I will put all of that in here to kind of rate the differences on, I guess, going south versus going north. And I think on the way back north, I'll be on the Floridian 40. Right now I'm on the 41. I'm going to be on the Floridian 40 on the way back. So far, my time has been great. My car assistant's name is Rodney. He's amazing. He's helping me so much. Bringing me food, got me ginger ale. Such a sweetie. Yeah, it's been a 10 out of 10 experience. I'm not gonna lie. It's been really, really freaking good. I think I love the train. Alright, I'm gonna get packed up and then we'll, I guess, be there. I don't know. Ah! Got all my stuff packed up. This was the bag that was a little hard to get through the door, by the way. I'm here. I'll see you again when I get on to go home. Good morning. Um, it's about 7, I think, or about to be. I woke up around 6:30 and the train was stopped. So I checked my phone and it looks like there's another train on the tracks up there, or something's on the tracks. So yeah, unsure how long that's gonna be. I hope it's not too much of a delay because I was already getting home around 7 p.m. at night. I just don't want it to be past like 12. But I have hope. They've been stopped. I think I got the text around like 5:45. So we've been stopped for like a full hour. When I check the train status, it is to be determined. So I'll keep you updated on that. I am not that upset about it, obviously, because it's not a big deal. But I think I would be more upset if I was delayed for a flight, and I have been delayed for many a flight. Every time I've been delayed for a flight or the flight canceled or whatever it be, nobody's happy to help. There we go. That's a little better. Anyway, like I was saying, every time I've been delayed at an airport and then had like a layover to make and they didn't care. I think the difference between that and this is I would be carrying all my stuff because I don't do checked bags. I would be crying because I always cry when things are delayed. And I'd probably be freaking out and really mad right now if my flight was delayed by an hour. And I'm not mad right now on the train because I was sleeping. I was sleeping and then I woke up and they're like, "Hey, we might be a little late." I'm like, "Okay, when's breakfast?" Let's open up the. Last night, I got on the train around 7:10 ish and then came right to my room and she pretty much brought me my dinner right away and set up my bed because I was like, I just got done being at Disney, so I'm ready for bed whenever you want to set this up. Also, I can hear my neighbor a lot more. I don't think I had a neighbor last time. This time I do. I can tell that the wall that's holding the mirror opens up, I guess, into like a shared room. So I didn't make any videos last night for the vlog because I was just so tired. Yeah, still not moving. I guess I really don't have much more to say right now. Well, I guess I'll let you know when the train starts moving. I said I was gonna get some breakfast. We started moving. I don't know. We'll see if it actually adds up to being delayed because I did see that sometimes you get a delay and then it doesn't actually make you late. Got my breakfast order in. You can get French toast, granola spread. You can get an omelet or you can get scrambled eggs. I got scrambled eggs with a side of sausage. We are moving. We're on our way, so I'll keep you updated. I'm just gonna take an easy morning, drink my coffee. They do have coffee around the corners and stuff. I didn't. I wasn't on here long enough to need coffee the first time, so that's really nice to have some coffee. So I'm gonna drink that, do some morning journaling, and look out the window. Okay, this is the worst part about the train. Sorry, this is gonna be a messy one. I have been laying down with my eye mask on and a blanket covering my head. It's like almost 10 or a little after 10 a.m. and the sun is coming through my windows and hitting all of the trees and just making my entire room flash. And I am not good with that. I've had a few seizures in my life, some off of flashing lights. So this is really hard for me to deal with. I have been just listening to my podcast, and like this is hard for me to talk to you guys right now. Listening to my podcast and just with a blanket over my head. So I'm gonna go back to doing that for another hour or two until the sun gets high enough to stop flashing through like this. Like it is so bad. It feels like it's just strobe lights. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. Hi, I am back. It is currently 3:57 p.m. and it has been a long day. I've been thinking about taking a shower because I'm definitely travel gross, but it just seems like a really big hassle right now. But I am on here for a long time, so I'm thinking I might take a rinse off after dinner. So my earlier delay has turned into a really long delay. So yeah, that delay earlier that I assumed was more like 90-minute delay turned out to be a 5-hour delay, which really sucks. I will say that I am still really glad I'm not stuck in an airport though. I can handle a delay. It just sucks. I have to change my pickup time, rearrange some stuff. I'm a little irritated, but I'm still in a better mood than I would have been if I was on a canceled flight. Something else that I didn't realize would be a thing that really sucked this morning and took a long time to stop. The sun coming through the window. I guess when you're headed back north, that's just a thing on this side of the train. There's really no fixing it, but that was brutal. Okay, sorry, I am just out of it. I've been laying in this bed all day trying to nap and waste time, and I've watched movies and shows and podcasts, so I'm a bit loopy. The sun this morning was brutal. If you have photosensitive epilepsy, oh my lord, be prepared. I've never really been tested for epilepsy, but I have had a few seizures, and I am very sensitive to strobe lights like that. So that was my morning all morning from when I woke up and the sun came up around 7ish till about 2 p.m. I had to put a blanket over my head. I had to wear an eye mask. I had all these blinds closed. I had to keep the inside light on so that the sunlight didn't look as like bright and harsh when it's bouncing off of stuff. I even sat in the bathroom for a little bit because it was the only place that wasn't being affected by the flashing lights. It sucked. I hated that. I think I managed to record the breakfast I got, and I did manage to record the lunch that I ate, and I think dinner. Oh, that's something I can talk about. So I looked this up a bunch, but I'll tell you now. So breakfast is from 6:30 till 10ish. Lunch is from 11:30 till 3ish, and then dinner is from 5 until I believe like 10 you can still get food, but that's when the dining card closes. Yeah, that's when they do the food. I will say that getting food to your room means that you don't really know what time, because what they do is they come around and get your reservation to go to the dining car. Since I'm not doing that, they kind of just bring it to me whenever in that time zone. So if you're starving, you might just want to go eat at the dining car. I've got quite a few more hours to kill, so I think I'm gonna look for something to change into for a shower after dinner. Alright, I'm gonna go entertain myself. I'll see you guys when I record the next bit.
Well, right now she's at the municipal militia station. Depending on her decision, she might be charged with a hit and run or even driving.
Reporting live from the same sleeper car. It is currently 6:40. I would have been to my stop in about half an hour if we hadn't been delayed. Big womp womp went to take a shower, thinking, oh, I have 5 hours that I didn't have before. I have to stay busy, and I'm out of TV to watch. I didn't download enough, and the shower never gets hot. Not even it doesn't get hot. It didn't get warm, and it hasn't gotten warm. So I did get in and just do a quick little rinse of with a washcloth, but that was horrible. Don't know why that's a thing. I looked it up on Reddit, and everybody else said that the community showers got really hot, so I'm pretty disappointed about that. It sucked and was freezing cold, so I don't really understand that. Get a little rinse in, but I was gonna wash my hair and do a whole self-care routine to keep myself from being bored, but that's not gonna happen. I am struggling. I will say this is still better than a plane, but it is what it is. This is literally no one's fault. It's just really annoying to be stuck on here for another 6 hours. I don't know what to do with myself. I still have 5 hours to go. I don't think I want to fall asleep because I don't know. Maybe I will try to sleep. Maybe I'll sleep and set an alarm for like 10, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to do with my time. I'm trying to keep myself entertained, but I'm so bored. I was excited for a shower. I'm on here till 1 a.m., but I'm nervous to sleep. I usually go to bed at like now, so your boy's struggling. Your boy's struggling. But this is the reality of travel. He just said they're trying to get people so they can make their connections. I don't think that's happening. I'm so sorry to everybody who missed their train on Valentine's Day trying to get off the Floridian 40. You got screwed. That sucks. I guess I am lucky again because I don't have to switch any trains for my route. I would definitely feel different if I missed a connecting train. Okay, I'm gonna stop griping. I'm just sitting here griping. I'm just complaining. I'm gonna clean up my room and get all packed up and ready to get off this train, and then maybe I'll take a nap.
Oh, for my trip?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, Sam.
Yeah, 12 car. That's unthinkable. Put your stuff in your bag and let's go. Let's go. Yeah. This guy's pretty long.
You guys ready to go? Yeah.
I'm back. So, it is about 11. I'm so tired. I tried to take a little nap from like 7 until 9:30ish, but I had a lot of anxiety that I wasn't going to wake up for my station. And then I don't know what actually happened, but here's how it happened for me. So I was in here, lights off, trying to sleep, and I get a knock, and I go, conductor, and I was like, okay. So I open up my door, I'm like, hi. They're like, we got a call for for the police, for someone that needed help. Or I forget his exact phrasing, but it was very he was confused by whatever the call was. And he wasn't police or anything. He was just a train guy. I'm not sure if we were stop. Another thing, my like app keeps glitching, like in between stations, and then we'll stop. And I'm not sure if we're actually at a station or stopped randomly. Anyway, he was like, "Okay, no issues," and I was like, "Okay." And then he went to the room next to me, and I kept my door open because I wanted to hear what was going on. I love to eavesdrop. And there was another person. I didn't see them though. I just heard their voice. And both the conductor and that person were like knocked on the door, and nobody answered. And then they said they heard something, and to open the door, and then they asked for a ticket. And I didn't hear the person that was in that room. I didn't hear them reply at all, but I guess they were because the conductor and this other guy were getting like agitated, because they kept saying like, I'm not doing with this with you again. Show me your ticket." And then they kept saying like, "Put your stuff in your bag. You're done. I'm not doing this with you again." Something, something, something. So I have no idea what that was about. I'm wondering someone from coach or something snuck into one of the empty bedrooms, because I heard someone over there in that bedroom for a while and I didn't think anything of it. I thought they were supposed to be there. I don't know what happened with that, but they got taken off the train, I think. It was really weird because I was like hearing it and it was right next door, but I wasn't really seeing anything. Not sure what that was about. I'm exhausted. I was hoping that that nap would feel good, but I think it just made it worse because it was like one of those sleeps where I just like wasn't really asleep because I had set my alarm for like 9:40, 10, 10:15, 10:30, 11. The train attendant came by. I have a new one now. As I was taking my nap, I heard the announcement that they were switching off train crews. And as I was falling asleep, I had the thought, I was like, I'm never gonna see that woman again. I think her name was Amy. She's really nice. But like, isn't that weird? I'm never gonna see her again. I think it's funny that this Amtrak vlog is gonna end up being so long. I'm pretty sure I have yapped and yapped and yapped. There's just like no stimulation, just the gentle rocking. The train's just gently rocking me to sleep. Ugh. Yeah. Something else I noticed since we got delayed for so long, I've noticed that we had to like pull over for other trains to pass by, whatever that means. Because I'm guessing we messed up the whole routine by getting delayed, so now we're like in the way of other trains. So that's fun. I know I already talked about the shower being a big disappointment, but I also heard that apparently the showers are pretty hit or miss on trains. Some people had said that some trains put luggage in their showers when it's like too crowded, which is kind of fucked. If you don't have enough room for every seat to bring the bags they're allowed to bring, then it sounds like you miscounted your capacity. That's just me though.